Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, so do you have any questions about earlier classes? Yes. Today I'll be talking about the concept is so how to organize packages, modules, and functions. And wherever we require, we are going to call the functions. So in last class, we have understand how to create the functions, how to call them. But functions will be subset of the modules. Modules are going to be subset of the packages. But this is the hierarchy where we are going to maintain whenever we develop the project using Python. So I'm going to talk about these contents today. So what exactly package mean? What do you mean by that module? What do you mean by functions? How exactly they will be correlated each other? How they will be associated each other? So how to declare the package or packages? How to declare the module or modules? And how exactly we can access them? And how exactly we'll access modules? These are the topics today I'll be talking about. So please, this is very important to implement the real-time projects. This is a hierarchy that real-time projects will be followed, right? So firstly, we have to understand. So in order to Python code to be organized, the code will be organized in the form of a packages, modules, functions, wherever they are, we can call them. So in order to organize the code has to be organized in this particular way. So what do you mean by module? So naturally, as per the Python, it's just .py extension. But as per the C++, we call them as a header files. Hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h, hash include math.h. All these are the header files from which we derive the built-in functions. So here the same thing will be called as a module. Module is just like a normal Python file, which will be also we can known as a header file. So which is consisting of set of function definitions. So I will do the hands-on knowledge to you don't worry. And comes to package according to object-oriented programming, we call them it as package is a collection of classes, methods, and properties. But according to here, a package will be by default, it will be a folder which consisting a file called as $init__.py, so that a normal folder or a directory will become a package. So these are the theoretical points. Just you just listen the point so that I'll get the hands-on knowledge will be given to you. Yeah. So as a package, it's a hierarchical file directory structure which defines the Python application environment, which consisting of modules, packages, functions. The complexity would increase sometimes. Let's suppose now here I'm creating one folder. Here I'm creating one folder.
We are not able to see the another screen.
1 second. Now I'm showing you picturization, graphically,
Yeah,
there is a
PPT we are able. Yeah, PPT we are able to see.
PPT only I'm explaining.
Okay.
Yeah. So now here, This is, basically a normal directory. It's a folder. Somewhere we need to create in the computer, or maybe over a tool, or maybe over the system. It's a normal folder. To make this particular folder as a package, which is recognized by the computer as an application, this folder has to be, stored with this particular file by using any Python file. It is _init $_.py. This file has to be as an empty file. We have to be stored into a folder so that it will be recognized as a package. Okay. Within the package, a module is going to be created. What is the purpose of this module? In C++, I told already that this module might become a math.h. But here it's a math.py. It is math.py. Math.py. So what math.file will say? It is a module which consisting at a set of functions, like square root function, factorial function, power function, sine function, cos function, tan theta function, logarithm functions. All these, this particular module consisting of the definitions. So whenever you require one function, you call somewhere. Now similarly, this is another module. So module 2 is related to string.h. Here it is a string.py. All string related functions are going to be written over here. What are the string related functions? Basically, string concatenation, string comparison, string joining, string splitting, string searching, finding, counting. Yes or no? So there are a lot of functions we are going to have which will be applied on the string related patterns. So these are all functions will be available as a built-in, so that we are going to call whenever we require, with which we can provide the reusability of a code concept. Let's take one example. Now here I'm showing you one project where it's a Python project. This name of the project is aircraft application. For airport we are going to use. I would like to build this application. Logically, I'm dividing into two packages. One is a flights related package. One more is the employees related project. Flight package consisting of one init function, like one init file, and it consisting of many modules, but I have created only one module. Manage flights will be one module will be created within this particular package. So to manage the flights, what is an arrival time, landing time, taking off time, and delay time, and a lot of information will be managed, with the help of, manage flights.py is the module in which subsequently I'll be writing n number of functions. Arrival time, going time, updating time, delay time, or maybe, petrol status. Many things will be to manage the flights, longitude, latitude, many things will be written over here. Comes to the flights might have, airport might have employees. Related to employees to be maintained, some functions we need to create this particular file here, and within this particular package, I'll be create this particular module. So manage employees means, employee details to be managed, employees salaries to be managed, employees, they need to update their details, they need to transfer, they need to, their experiences, everything related to employees will be managed within this particular module. So module is a one file, but subsequently it consisting of many functions, whatever we are applying on the to maintain the employees information. Right. So this particular project I'll be demonstrate to you. Just just see a practical thing. Yeah. So what I'm doing here is that yes. So I think you are seeing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So here, what I'm doing here is I'm creating one package. I'm going to create two packages. So I told already that here what I'm going to do is that I want to maintain the information about quality thought students. Now, the name of the package, I am going to build an application that Qt student package is a one package. Whereas another package I'm going to create Qt faculty package. This is the another package. The Qt student now these two are normal folders. Qt package and Qt faculty package are the normal directories. Now I want to create, some kind of a file, through the Python editors. Now what I'm doing here is that I'm creating So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a new file. Without writing anymore, you have to save this particular file as where we need to create within the users, within the public. See, in Windows 11, if you're trying to create something in open C drive, it will be gives the authentication problem, permission errors problems. So that this is the place where we need to do all this. I created Qt student package in which I'm just creating _init _dot_py. So this is the file I'm going to create within the student package. Similarly, I'll be creating in faculty package also. Same thing, C drive, users, public, and Qt faculty. There also we have to create the same file. _init _dot_py. Now I have created two files. If you want, you can cross verify once. So now Qt student package is having one file. Another Qt faculty package has another file. Now what I'm doing here, now initialization file is created. Therefore, now it will be treated as a package. Earlier, it was just a directory. Right? Now, what's the next step? We have to create now a new file. So now better you have to close that particular file, run the file and close that. Now this is a new file, this is the you just run this file and just close that. Now I'm having a new file. It's an untitled file. Now I want to make this file as a module. What is the purpose of this file? I want to create within the faculty and student. Firstly you create with the faculty. Now what you just do. So now I'm creating, there is a module called student info. Student info is the module name, which is a Python file. So what this particular module consisting of, this student info module consists of all the student related functions. Student related functions means if you maintain the student information, on student information, whatever you are going to apply now. So whenever we just join for the quality thought, you are going to enroll your details, right? So I'll be writing now definition. Student join. Student join is my function. If you want to call this function, at what situation you are going to call? Whenever you firstly join for the quality thought. So for what detail they are going to call? To enroll your joining dates, or else you can write like that. Student enroll. So to enroll the student, they are going to give you an ID. Student ID will be given, and the student name will be noted. Student phone number will be noted, and the student email will be noted, and student codes, which codes you have joined, and your probably location from where you have come. Student location. These are the details. They are going to be taken from you, and then they are going to be stored into database. But I'm not writing a code here to store this data into database. I'm just printing them onto the summarization. The summarization of a student is comma same SID, yes name, yes phone, yes email, yes codes, yes location. That's all. So this is to enroll the data. Now another function I'm writing. Yes, another function I'm writing. Definition. Student update phone number. Means student update means what? We can update sometimes a phone might be lost, sometimes a SIM card might be changed. So what we are going to update, once they're creating a name of the student and student ID, mail, course, location doesn't change. But I am going to update the phone number. P is going to be a formal parameter. Here what I'm doing, just I'm printing. This is the function call when you want to update the student phone number. But in this particular place, we are not going to write this code, but generally there is a SQL or maybe MongoDB or maybe other databases. We are going to write a query to update the student of a phone number where SID is equal to something. So there is a special class I'm going to take, that how to update all the information, how to delete, how to select. All these going to be I'll be demonstrating to you. The next function I'm going to write is that student delete. So if you want to delete a student, we are simply go pass the SID of a student. Student ID will be given. Simply after deleting, I'm going to write that student data has been deleted successfully. This is how I am going to write the code, right? So we can write as many number of let's suppose as many number of functions I can write. So let me stop now. Let me stop this particular creating functions within the module. See, these are all functions where I have created within the module called student info module. Now the same file I'll be compile once. I'll be running this file so that it has any syntactical error. It will be give you. Otherwise, it doesn't give. Yes, it doesn't have any syntax errors. Yes. Now what I'll do here, the same similar file I'll be creating in the. So this is student info. But here this a package is a faculty. Here rather than student, you write a faculty enroll. Even new faculty is also going to be right? So I'm not going to write as a student here. I'm going to write faculty. Faculty. Now the same file I'm going to save as in the student. Here we should rename it. The rename is faculty info is the module name. Now we are going to save as, go back, Qt within the package. Now here student info is the package. So here we have to change this. Rather than faculty, we are going to change as student. Student module consisting student related functions, faculty module consisting faculty related modules. Student. Right. Now I have created a package. I have created the modules. I have created the init functions. Now the situation is, what? Now I want the now I'm closing this file. Now what I'm doing here, now I'll be coming out, I'll be required to be apply student related functions as well as faculty related functions. Now I'm going to open a new file. What is this new file? Where I'm going to create? I'm going to create this file outside of the packages. I'm going to create outside of the packages. Where I'm creating here? C drive. Within the hierarchy, users, public, but not within the faculty or maybe student package. Outside of the package I'm creating now. What is the file name now here? This file name is student faculty function access. File name is this. So I'm developing an application. Maybe within the organization there might be multiple applications can be developed. So here, in my application, I would like to call few functions which are already made available in specific packages and modules. Now, I want to call a student module. How you are going to call? From the package is called Qt. Qt student package. This is the package name. Import. The module name is what? Student info. Is that right? What is the module name? Just let me cross check. Yes, student info is the package name. Yeah. And there is a concept called as the alias name. As yes. Because every time whenever we call the method function derived by the student info, dot function name need to be written. So rather than using student info, we are going to use s. Okay. Now what I'm going to call the function name that is derived from student info. What I'm going to call now? Yes dot student enroll is the function where I'm going to pass student ID is 1122. Student name is Venkat, and whose name, I think phone number, and email ID. Email ID is Venkat. And what are the other details we have specified? So we must know the syntax of that, otherwise we don't understand, what parameters we have applied over here. So let me just 1 second. Yeah. So student ID, student name, phone number, email ID, course and location. Yeah. Course is QA. Location is Hyderabad. So these are the details. If I pass, what happens here? So the function is calling by passing actual parameters. By taking these parameters, what happens you see? Now we are calling the function student underscore enroll from the module called student info, from the package is called QTA student package. Is that works? You just execute now. Yes. So I hope you are seeing my screen. Are you seeing? Summarizing, you have joined. Summarization of a student is, this is the data, 1122, these are the details of a candidate. So now I hope you understand how to create a package, how to create a module, how to create a function, and how to call whenever you require with the help of from and import keywords also. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So now what I'll do here, now I need a function from the faculty related function. Now, in order to call the faculty related functions, firstly, we have to import from where they will be derived. Qt faculty package is the package. Import faculty info is the module as F. Now, what I'll do here, now F dot faculty underscore enroll means new faculty have joined. Probably I joined in quality thought. So my ID will be 5566. The name of the person name is, Nayak. And my phone number is this. My email ID is info@nativetechhub.com, comma, I'm the trainer. I'm from Bangalore. Now these are the details. Quality thought people will enroll in their application so that now you see the output. Let me execute. Yes. Summarization of not a student, it's a faculty. Now where we went wrong, probably we have written the print statement incorrectly. Here it should write faculty, summarization of a faculty. We should not write, Venkat is a student, but he is a faculty. Nayak is a faculty. Right? So am I clear? So you can call all functions. Now you can call all the functions. Now what are the other functions? Yes dot student update. What you are going to update? I would like to pass mobile number 9908-590. That I am going to update. Now F dot faculty underscore update. So if the phone number is 9704144-125, you can update. Now yes dot delete. So how you are going to delete? You have to pass the respective student ID or faculty ID with which we have to write the student delete. So how you are going to delete? Based on the student ID 1122. Now faculty ID F dot faculty underscore delete, and what is the ID? 5566. Now you execute. Yeah. So probably you are seeing my screen. Now what is happening? This is the first function. This is the output for the second function. This is for updation of the student. This is the updation of the faculty. This is the update, no deletion of delete for student. It is a delete for the faculty. So now I'm expecting you guys can implement this. Let me take somebody's system into consideration. If you have any questions, you can ask me, so that I'll be you guys to be implement now. So can anyone ready to implement this? You have to do now. Vaishnavi, Rudra, Rashekar, Nanaji, Bhavya, Azam. Can anyone do this process right now? Are you guys are there? Shall I go to the next concept? Please, everybody tell me, will you do or shall I go to the next concept? So here we are accessing, right? So we are going to open the file. Yeah. So now student, where I'm going to open it. Yeah. So here, this is the student info, right? So if you want to, which number you have modified, we have to pass the variable here. Yes, ID. See there actually, we have to write an update query. Here also we are going to pass the number which you are updating. Or we can pass which student number. P. Right. So now it will be, 1 second. Run the model. Okay. There are no errors. Now, similarly, I'll be open the faculty. 1 second, please. Now here, rather than student, I'll be giving you faculty. Yes. It's a formal parameter. So now here also, it's not a student, it's a faculty. Here we are going to pass SID. SID can be, formal parameter. It's your wish. Right? Yes, exactly. Run the model. For every changes, we have to be, interpret the results. You have to execute. Now, I'll be close this. Now I'm going to call. Now you see the option. You see the output. Yes. I hope Nanaji, are you seeing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Now it's an output of first function, second function. It is faculty. It is a student. So here update data we are going to take, right? So this is the number I have updated, and this is for the faculty. This is the ID which I have deleted the student, and this is the faculty which I have deleted. So behind the actions, behind the buttons, you are going to find all these functions where you are going to call. Let's suppose there is a one form. Let's suppose there is a one form, application form. So if you want to delete one particular student, there is a one particular space, the name of the student or name of the faculty. If we give the corresponding double one, double two, and if you click on delete button, so which function is going to call? This particular function is going to call behind this delete option. So there is an update option. So there will be, enroll option. These are all functions will be called behind the function, behind the buttons. Whenever you click onto that, that function is going to call, the respective action will be performed. Already I've shown you that. Let me show you one application. So how updation and all these would happen. I think. Let me just 1 second. So now I think you are seeing one particular application. Now this application, now let me just execute. Yeah, this is the application. I think I have not incorporated with a corresponding back to the database. Now simply, I'll be registered the student, and whenever if I click on to the addition button, insert function will be called. So you just let me, probably in progressive classes, I'll be asked you to do this. 501 will be the student, and obviously, Rashekar will be the student. Department is CSC. Email is raj@gmail.com. Gender will be male. Contact is something else, 9908133590. And date of birth is 24th John 2011. Like something. Whenever you click on to this addition button, what happens exactly here? These all entire the record as a tuple will be added to the database. What is the code is going to be called behind this particular addition? So here the insert, SQL insert query is going to be called. If you want to update, so obviously based on the unique values. Now, if you want to update the contact, you have to be called, there is a function is called update function where the database query is going to be called. If you want to clear, it will be clear. You see, it will be clear. So if you want to search, database connection is not there. Otherwise, it have to be shown to you. But let me take to the next progressive level. I will demonstrate this. Now I'm just telling you where the functions are going to be called. So behind all the buttons, right? So here, basically the code will be, let's see, behind the button, you see addition button. In addition button, what you are going to call? Here you are calling add_student1 is the function. Where this particular function is there, let me show you that particular code. Yeah, you see here, guys, I hope you are seeing add_students1 is the function. What I'm doing here, I'm connecting to the localhost database. Venkat is the user, password will be something. What I'm doing here, whatever the data you have entered here, I'm inserting into the students one is the table name, values are this, isn't it? I'm committing. Now similarly, you are going to update. You see, for selection, fetch data. For clear is a function. For getting cursor. For updating data, update method, which is a function. For deleting a data, delete data. So searching a data, search data. Like, as many number of functions you can write whatever you want. This is one application. So probably now at this moment you don't understand. If you want, I'll give you this code, but we have to be set up all these particular things. Now, if you want, if you are hurry, I'm asking you to, install the MySQL software in your laptop. So how the MySQL software is look like, let me just show you. MySQL. Yeah, the MySQL, my system password is that. So I'm the admin of my database. MySQL will be my software. Now this is the dashboard. So this is the command line MySQL window. There is a Windows based graphical user interface also available. So now let me show you what are the databases I have worked on earlier. Now I think show databases. Now you see, earlier I have worked on information schema, July 1, NTH, MySQL, Sri, System, Venkat. All these are the databases. You can go in each database. Let's suppose I'll be go with a July 1 or else July 1 database. Now what I'm going to do here, use, there is a command called use July 1 is the database. Now I have changed selector, or else you can see the tables, show the tables, show tables. Now this doesn't have any tables, empty. And let's better go to another database, which is July 1 underscore NTH. So now you just click on it and see the tables. What are the tables are? Now it has a one table, student underscore details. Now let me select star from student underscore details. You see, these are the students have been selected. Student name is Rajashri. Her name is 501. This is a phone number. She joined for the Selenium testing. And this is a unique ID. This ID is called as a primary key. It is automatically generated. 502 is a student. Vinod is a student. His number is so and so. He joined for the IoT. 504, Lakshmikant, his number, robot testing. Like that, you can insert certain other values. But from where you are going to insert, from the application you are going to insert. Not, you are not going to come here. We can update, we can delete, we can select, we can insert. All these operations are called, you know what? You know, DDL operations or DML operations, we can say. So there is a time, just give me some couple of days. So I'll be come to here and I'll show you how exactly front end will be interact with the database. Now, similarly, we are going to work with a MongoDB also. There is a software is called as a MongoDB. It is also a database. It is, you know, NoSQL database. So here also for how we are going to interact with the front end, how we are going to insert, how retrieval, how update. So this is the dashboard for the MongoDB database, where we can connect to the local host, which is a local port number. So we would have created, I think, earlier some data related to students. Yeah. So if you look at, so this data will be available in the form of a key value page. You might know there is a data structure called as a JSON. There is a data structure called as a dictionary. The data will be available in the form of a key value page. Student number is key, 101 is the value. Student name is the key, Srini is the value. This is how I'm going to demonstrate how to insert, how to select, how to delete, and how to update. CRUD operations I'm going to demonstrate once the progressive will come. Right? I hope you understand. So where, how data and functions will be called in many places. Right? So just, let me stop this. Let me go to the, there is a concept, another concept I would like to start, that, there is a concept called files concepts. Yes. Now there is a concept is files concept. Now, so firstly, I would like to know, what do you mean by file? Please, can anyone tell me what do you mean by file? How can you define a file? Please, can you unmute and can you tell me what do you mean by file? See, in computer world, in the digital world, a file can be, a storage media which stores the data permanently. Yeah. A file can be a, doc file, which is a Word file. A file can be a .xls file. A file can be a .cng file, or .p JPEG file. A file can be a MP4 file. A file can be anything. See what I'm trying to tell you, why do we need to work with a file? Let's suppose there is a camera. Camera is to capture the images or video. Where to store? We have to work with the files only. To store in a specific path in a computer or laptop, in a cloud, in memory, we have to set up a path where to store. We have to go with a files concept, because we need to store in a particular file. Otherwise, the media will not be available. The file extension might be different, but and let's suppose another application. I am maintaining earthquake scaling. So every second, 24 hours, every second, I wanted to record it. See, basically the computer, what exactly it will do? If you write a program, if you see the output after closing the application, you will no more, you are going to see the outputs. But if you store the outputs, whatever the computer will execute into a third-party file, in future it will be referred. For that reason, files concept is going, because whenever you write a program, let's suppose A is equal to 20, B is equal to 30, and if you print A plus B, it will give you addition or summation between A and B. Once the output will be seen, and if you close the command line thing, the output will not be seen later point of time. So therefore, if you write a files concept, every output will be stored into a third-party file that will be referred later point of time. Right. Now comes to, you can take any file. Let's suppose Word file I'm taking. Word file, whose extension is doc or docx. Now, if you work with any file, what are the most frequently operations you are going to apply? Operations, any file. We need to create a file. We need to open the file. These are the operations. We need to, once if you are open, if you want to read, you are going to read. You want to write, you can write. If you want to close, you can close the file. If you want to delete, you can remove. If you want to rename the file name, you can rename. Now you tell me, guys, anyone, other than these operations, any file in a computer, will you perform any other operations? Creating a file, opening a file, reading file, writing file, closing file, remove, rename. Other than these operations, will you perform any kind of an operation, anything you take, Word file or Excel file, or maybe video or audio or image, or any file you take in the computer point of time, will you be able to perform other than these operation, any other operation?
No, sir.
Are you understanding my point? All right.
No, yes.
Are you understanding? All right. Anything you will be right with the same operations. No. Anything you will be right with the same operations. No. Yeah, right. So let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate how exactly a program will be created. A file can be created with a program. So definitely I'll be talking about these topics about this files concept. Introduction to files, file operations with built-in functions, different types of files, and obviously, implementation in Python. So firstly, let me demonstrate one concept. Yeah. And here, yeah. Yes. Let me take a new file. Yeah. So I hope you are seeing my screen. So generally, without files concept, without the programming, what exactly you do? So here, like somewhere on the somewhere, on the desktop, I'm just creating one file. If you want to create, what exactly we need to do? We have to open the menu. We have to go to the new folder, now new tab. There set of files are available. If you want to create a text document, if you click on it, file will be created. So for this file, we need to give a name, right? So Qt is my name. And file is created, but I want to open, right? What exactly will do to open? We have to right click. We are going to be click on to the open option. Behind this open button, which is a behind this open option, there is a code which is not visible to you. If you click on this particular open, it automatically opens. Opened, right? After open, you want to write something else. Hello to everyone. Yes or no? If now again you want to write something, we can write. You can close, we can update also. If you want to close now, you can click on this particular into mark, which is this option, so that it automatically gets closed. Now confirmation, right? These are all things we are doing with a manual task. You are only opening, you are only writing, everything you are doing. But nowadays, everything became automation. If you write a program, if you run somewhere, reflections would happen automatically. Let me show you one case where C drive, quality thought. Here, are you seeing any file here? No, right? Only two folders you are seeing. I will be write a file. Yeah. What I'm going to do here, I'll be write a code. Now, what code I'm writing here? Pointer, PTR. PTR is the pointer where I'm going to call, there is a built-in function called open. Any file can be open with the respective operation. What I'm going to do here, C drive. Within the quality thought folder, what I'm doing here, I would like to create sample.txt file I want to create and I want to open. For what purpose? For writing something else. If you look at, it's a function concept. Open is the function. It has the two arguments. One is where the physical path you want to create, for what purpose you want to create this file. One is to create the sample.txt file in a folder called quality thought in a C drive. For what purpose? I want to write some data to this particular sample.txt file. The whole media, the whole storage will be pointed by this pointer. Pointer is the object which points to this particular sample.txt file. Because simply, if it is a normal variable, this is the memory allocation will be specified. This is the A is the variable, 20 is the value, and it has its address 1122. It has its address. Similarly, I'm creating one file, sample.txt file. The file name is sample.txt file. Within this particular file, a lot of text I'm going to write. So here PTR is the pointer which is pointing to this particular file always. Any operation you want it to be performed subsequently, pointer is the reference. With the help of that, we are going to perform closing a file, writing a file, reading the file. That will be object followed by the function is the syntax. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here, I have written the syntax to open the file to write the data with a respective syntax. Now, what I'm trying to do here, ptr dot write is the built-in function. What I'm writing here, welcome to Hyderabad world. This text I wanted to write on this particular sample.txt file. Due to security reasons, due to cookies and sessions, I would like to close the file which written successfully. Right, let me take one confirmation whether the file has been successfully written to the corresponding file or not. If really written the welcome message to the respective file, we are going to get the message called, your text is successfully written to the desired file. After confirmation, let me close this file. I'm going to call, there is a function is called close. Because for the security reasons, certain confidential information might be stored into the computer. If we call the close function, it automatically gets closed. Yeah, let me run the file. Let me execute. The file name I'm going to store somewhere else. So where I'm going to store, C drive and C users and VB in public. So here I'm going to see what is that quality thought .py practice or else file demo. Now you see here, are you seeing my screen? I hope. Yes. So the text has been successfully written to the respective file. Really, is that written? Let me check with a physical thing. You see here, earlier I have shown you very clearly that there was no any file. Now there is a text file created here. You try to open, yeah, there is a message has written. Welcome to Hyderabad world. This is how camera pics also captured. Am I right? Right? So now not only I'm going to create a text file, any kind of a files can be created in through Python. Now rather than this, I will be create other files. Now what I'm going to create rather than txt, I'll be create TAOC. I'll be creating XLS. I'll be creating HTML. I'll be creating MP4. I'll be creating CNG. I'll be creating JPEG. I'll be creating any other extensions. Can you tell me please? Python, PY. I'll be creating .java. Like that. Let me comment this. Yeah. So now let me execute. The text file has been written and files have been created. Just go back to the physical location and check now. Are you seeing, guys? Whatever the desired files you want, they are going to be created. CNG. What? We created a file, Java file, sample, video file, MP4, Python file, sample TXT file, Excel file, HTML. This is a HTML file. Any number of files can be created with the help of open function by specifying the extension of the file. And I've shown you how to write also. Isn't it? We can read also. You see, we are coming here and we are seeing, right? We can read also from the file itself. Now what I'm going to do, just let me. So here I'll be. So now I want to read. If you want to read rather than W, we have to be called as R. R is to be read. Now, rather than this print statement, what I'm going to do here is that P data is equal to PTR dot pointer dot read is the function. So that data, whatever it read byte by byte, will be printed. The data which is there in text file is this. Comma data. Now you open. Now execute. What happened? I think data is not there in the text file or what? Let me check once. We have written right earlier. See, nothing is there. Now let me write here. Hi to all. I am Venkat from Hyderabad. Save. Now let me run the program. Yes. Are you seeing, guys? So this is the way how to create a file, how to open a file, how to specify the access mode, whether read mode or append mode or maybe write mode, and how to read, how to write a data to a particular file. So probably in the next class, I'll tell you some more other functions, some other things we have to do here, isn't it? With the files concept. That time I'll be demonstrating to you. Till now, if you have any questions, you can ask me so that I'll wind up the class.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, Nanaji.
It's a .py where we have to use packages for calling.
What?
Suppose you're using packages concept that user defined. Some of packages are inbuilt now. Is it mandatory to mention .py or not?
It's mandatory. Let's suppose if you look at this folder, this is the tool. It is the Python tool. You see here, Python project 11 is the project name. If we want to create a package here, you see here new. Are you seeing Python package directory? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See here, in any integrated development environment, the code will be organized in the form of project, package, module, methods. Like that, we are going to organize. You can create a package here. You can create a Python file. Like that, this entire hierarchy will be like this. You see? These are the files. So Pytest catch will be the package. It is the directory. This is how we are going to organize to maintain usability of a code. It is an integration process. All the code will be available within the project itself. So packages, nested modules, nested methods, where to call will be organized in this fashion. This is the right place where packages modules will be required.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Please, I request you guys to ask them to get the video and try to be practice all this so that next class, I'll be take as usually without any distractions. Please don't keep any doubts, so the as many classes would progressive, the confusion probably, little difficulties you'll face, but still you will be get to know. Just it's important you guys to be practice well. Tomorrow, before going to start the class, I'll be asked some doubts whether you have practiced or not. Accordingly, we'll do that. Shall I close the session?